Hold on to your hats, folks, and ignore the robocalls to your phone for just a moment because the very first CBRM mayoral poll results are in. And as to the question of who most participating voters are likely supporting, the answer is me. But stick with me because I'm going to explain the results in more detail. Here's the big spoiler. It indicates that we're well on the way to winning this election. But I'm a transparency mayor, so let me explain the nuance. The poll didn't ask participants who they were voting for. It let them say if they thought each of the candidates would be a good mayor. We get 2 points for yes, 1 for probably, and -1 and -2 for probably not or no. Now, with the total of almost 500 votes, I completely dominated the response as to the participants' belief that I would make a good mayor. Rankin McSween was second with over 200 points less than me. The top 4, as I previously suggested, were myself, Rankin, Edwards, and Clark. But Edwards and Clark scored in the negatives, or the overall trend was that folks expressed doubt. Clark received points for yes. He just received so many points for no, it pulled him into the negatives. Now, if you recall, the last time GoCapeBreton.com ran a mayoral poll, it indicated that Amanda McDougall would dominate, and that was including a head-to-head matchup with Rankin McSween. And you already know the rest of the story on that one. Now, as I said, I'm the leading candidate for transparency. I'm not stopping the video here before giving the rest of the story and giving you more context to discuss. There were 2 other questions, and those questions were basically just to indicate people's beliefs in our strengths and our weaknesses over 3 main categories. But when you see those categories, it's going to become very clear why I topped the first question, which indicated a very high confidence in my ability to be a good mayor. And the reason is that I topped 2 of the 3 strength categories by wide margins. Listen, for anyone who knows my platform, this makes sense. For communication, transparency, and trust, and for policies, problem solving, and ideas, I came out well ahead of the closest competitor. Now, for skill, leadership, and track record, I dropped to 5th, and Clark and Rankin topped that list, almost tied. But that doesn't concern me, and I'll tell you why in a moment. In that category, Edwards was 3rd, and this makes sense. 2 of them held elected office. 1 ran for mayor twice and is recognized for work with New Dawn. And this is my first mayoral run. But let me tell you this, if you have communication and transparency and trust, and you have policies and problem solving and ideas, then my friends, you have the ingredients of leadership, and it's time to get started. Now, with the amazing support I'm receiving from all of you, my track record is about to become the continuation of the CBRM's pursuit of new leadership. And the good work I've done in other fields and the research and the advocacy I've done in the CBRM will start being put to direct use to better the CBRM and to better the communities. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Head over to GoCapeBreton.com. The poll results are at the top of the page. They explain the full poll structure and analysis and how they did a basic audit to eliminate any suspicious entries and then compile the remaining results. They're going to explain the full methodology there, and they'll give you more detail on what I explained earlier. For now, remember what I told you. There's a dark horse at the door in the CBRM, and I'm not the underdog anymore as long as you keep talking and you cast your vote. With your support, we've jumped into the front runner position. But don't take your foot off the gas. We need to keep telling your family, your friends, and your coworkers. We have to make sure word of mouth reaches every home in this municipality, and that's how we win. And that's how we get our taxes cut, and that's how we get the CBRM onto a new and a better path. So thank you.